Hi folks, welcome to this Sunday's Sunday Catechism. We are on to the 10th commandment, and I think I probably said this about all of them, but surely this one is the commandment that our whole society seems to be geared towards breaking. So let me read question 79. What is the 10th commandment? The 10th commandment is, you shall not covet your neighbor's house, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male servant, or his female servant, or his ox, or his donkey, or anything that is your neighbor's. The 10th commandment is, you shall not covet your neighbor's house, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male servant, or his female servant, or his ox, or his donkey, or anything that is your neighbor's. Now, Thomas Watson points out that there are two words that are used for covetousness. One which is an insatiable desire of getting the world, and another is an inordinate love of the world. And they are exemplified in Proverbs 30 verse 15. The crying, give, give. The leech cries, give, give all the time, just once more. Now, the reason I say our society is based on this, think about it in this way. Think of the advertising industry. What is it trying to do? It's trying to make you envious of what others have got and to desire what others have got. So Watson lists how we know if we're given up to covetousness. Number one, when our thoughts are wholly taken up with the world. You know, what do we think about when you lie in bed at night? I mean, it's interesting. It's easy enough to go to church and it's easy enough to say certain things or to talk the talk. But what do we desire? What we long for? Watson goes on to say, man may be said to be given to covetousness when he takes more pains for getting stuff from the world. Where's our effort spent? Where are our thoughts? Where are our efforts spent? When all our discourse is about the world. You know, a man is given to covetousness when he sets his hearts upon worldly things, but for the love of them he will part with heaven. You know, people who don't have time to read the Bible, people who don't have time to go to church because, well, we've got our business to do. We've got to earn these things. We've got to get these things. A man is given to covetousness when he overloads himself with worldly business. He has many irons in the fire, which is busy, 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 busy. And he is given to covetousness whose heart is so set upon the world that to get it, he cares not what unlawful means he uses. It's funny, I have known Christians who have been prepared to break the law in order to gain and obtain things for themselves. And yet they still will talk the pious language. So this covetousness is just this longing and this desire. And I see it in myself. I'm probably, my particular sins in that regard wouldn't be things like clothes or whatever. But, you know, I do see things that other people have. And here it's not just, it's talking about the house, it's talking about the neighbor's wife, it's talking about the workforce, servants, animals, or anything that is your neighbor's. You know, you can look, my neighbor's got a really nice motorbike, for example. I think, oh, I could really do with that. Now, you can appreciate something without coveting it, but coveting it is just this desire to have it. And we need to be really, really, really careful of all of that. I do think this about advertising. I mean, when I read the newspapers, the Sydney Morning Herald or the Australian, what I notice is that, I mean, a lot of the adverts don't interest me, but, you know, there are some of them, like a cruise on the Antarctic. Oh, I'd love to do that. And you hear people who go on that, and maybe you can be covetous of it. No. We have to learn the secret of being content, as Paul says in Philippians 4, in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether in plenty or in want. It's a hard secret to learn, but it's so important. Let's make sure that we're not covetous people. The next 2 Sundays, we'll look at some more examples of what that is and how practically to obey this commandment. But we should need to learn what contentment is in Christ. So God bless you. I hope you have a great Sunday. and see you next week. If you want to join us during the week for Coffee with John, please do so. You can subscribe on the YouTube channel as well. But yeah, may the Lord deliver us from covetousness.